what's going on with Israel and Palestine, um, and then
Oh
some
yeah.
things after that. Which let's just go ahead and state for the record that we're just dumb Americans that don't know much. But
Please let's double state that for the record.
yes,
Okay.
dumb Americans, dumb,
Flying by the seat of our pants.
don't know anything. I'm just watching GameStop, dude. I don't know what's going on over there. But it's coming to the news again, and I've read up on it a little bit. I've known a little bit about it, but it's hard to fully understand without like really immersing yourself into it.
Definitely.
But for me at first, it's like, man, what's going on over there? I mean, this is like years ago. Why does this keep happening? What's the beef?
Right.
And I don't know. Sometimes it's
Before
go
you
ahead.
go on, I don't know anything. The only thing
Zero.
I mean, I know some things, but the only thing I know is this area is occupied by the two, but it's a small space. Like it's not like Texas bombing Louisiana. You know what I mean? It's very tight knit and close.
Yeah.
Which is strange.
Yeah.
But anyway, go ahead.
It's okay. So from what I understand, it all started way back in the day. It's actually been going on for a very long time.
Yeah.
At some point, so there was it used to be the Ottoman Empire, and they got defeated by the British.
Okay.
And the British, they like occupying land, you know what I'm saying? They took over, and again, this is my ignorant understanding of the whole thing. I believe it was like after World War One, the British took over, and then they split the land between Israel and Palestine.
Okay.
The way that they did it was really shitty. Like there's no like straight borders. Have you ever seen like gerrymandering where they'll draw like voting borders?
Right.
And it's all jacked up. It's like, what? This doesn't make any sense. It's cutting through counties and usually it's a tactic to get more votes. That's a whole other topic though. But the way that those borders look, it was just like, why did they do that? And they split. I believe at one point they split Jerusalem in half, or they sort of like just Jerusalem was like its own little thing, its own little state, kind of like Washington D.C.
Gotcha.
is its own little jurisdiction.
Mm-hmm.
And then they split this land up, and it was kind of like, okay, it is what it is. We're going to move here and we're going to move over here. So you have Arabs in the area that moved to Palestine, and then Jews that moved to the Israeli part of it. And I think a lot of it kind of started escalating after World War II because a bunch of Jewish people started immigrating to the area. Thanks Hitler. They started like leaving Europe and going back to like the quote unquote homeland, right? And then started just taking land from the Palestinians. That's my understanding from it. And the Palestinians are like, that's not cool. Like, why are you taking our land that we've had for like thousands of years?
Right.
And
so slowly, methodically expanding.
Yeah.
Israel, basically.
Yeah. And that's happened a lot in history in a lot of different places.
Right.
America. America. So yeah, it's just kind of been like an ongoing conflict since then. And I mean, you could probably watch a documentary and get much better information, but this is my understanding of it. And then
good.
So the Palestinians have been like fighting back in different ways because of that. And there's a group that took over at least the Gaza Strip part of it, I believe. And they're called Hamas. And a lot of countries, in the U.S. included,
that's a terrorist group, right?
Consider them a terrorist group, right? I don't know if they're a terrorist group or not. I don't know if they're just like rebels that are, or people that were citizens that like took up arms to try to defend their land.
Right. That's a good point.
Maybe we classify them as terrorists. Maybe they are terrorists and they're mixed in with people that are just trying to live in Palestine.
Right.
And
So
so
I mean,
occasionally,
isn't their philosophy well, like you said, they could be just defending their land, but I thought their main objective was to eliminate Israel.
I'm sure that is their main objective.
But that could be, like you were saying, to get their land back and to be their own country.
Right.
So before you keep going, I got a few questions. So the Jews or Israel, they've never had a country. And then they just were like, you know what, this little place is going to be our country.
I think they did. And then like whenever that divide happened, they just sort of slowly started moving in to what was designated as like the area for the Arabs, which is Palestine, and then the West Bank is the other one. So there's two. You've got like Israel, and then you've got like the Gaza Strip over here, and you've got the West Bank, and it's like it's split like in half. It's kind of like conquer and divide. If you look at it on a map, it looks like what they did was conquer and divide, and that's what's still going on. And the thing is, I think when they split that up, it wasn't like formal. Like there wasn't like a meeting of leadership. Yeah, I think the British was like, "Here you go," and then rolled out.
You guys deal with it. We're out.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And Israel's like, okay, we'll deal with it, and
we will. Thank you.
We'll acquire some land. I got you.